Have you ever thought about this? You're not lacking motivation, you're lacking the skill of termination. I discovered this a few years ago, and today I'm going to share it with you. I'm Elle Graniel, and for the past 30 plus years, I've been a certified mental hygiene mentor, helping people have their thoughts work for instead of against them, and rewiring those programs and those thoughts and those actions to continue to be sustainable, happy, and healthy for you. Okay, so let's think about this. How can you be motivated to do something when you're in a state of overwhelm and exhaustion? And that happens when our dopamine gets depleted. So let's talk briefly about the neuroscience behind motivation. So dopamine is our feel-good chemical, and it gets released when we do things that we enjoy and when we're thinking about things that we enjoy, anticipation, which I'll talk about in a bit. So let's back up with when you're thinking about, okay, well, how do I get the dopamine, right? How do I release it? Because it feels like a catch-22 situation. I don't have any because I don't enjoy what I do, and I can't release any because I haven't created enough to have it be released. All right, here's your answers. Write these down. These are actually in a couple of parts. So first of all, you want to be looking at your opportunities for creating dopamine for yourself, helping it be released, helping it be a neurotransmitter that's transmitting to all parts of your body. Number one, move your body in joyous ways. Get outside, dance, garden, whatever it is, get off the couch, get outside, get some sunshine, because that's number two. Get into nature, get that human reset, get that, it's called grounding. These are all things that are going to make your dopamine levels exist and flow freely. So that was two, to move your body, to get outside. And then the next one is to make sure that you're consuming high quality levels of protein. And then the last one is one of my favorites, rewards, rewards, rewards. If you've been to my channel often, you hear me say this so much because it's the basis, the foundation of creating so many wonderful things in our lives. So when you have a task that you're not looking forward to doing or that you're not motivated to doing, you want to break it down into smaller parts so that you can reward yourself along the way. And then remember to always reward yourself. It doesn't have to be a big task, big and small. So celebrate, dance, say yay me, call somebody, tell them, text them what you did. Celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. Okay, now besides those four, write these down. These are crucial because I said I wanted to talk to you about creating positive anticipation. And this is how you do it. First of all, you're going to check in on your physiological state. I don't know if you saw Lilo or Stitch, but she drew this little cartoon of Stitch with lines that this is your badness level, starting at the toes, going up to the top of the head. And so do something similar to that, but flip the script a little bit. So this is my happiness level. This is my motivation level. How do you feel right now? Because checking in, it's important to check in with that physiological, that body, that's those sensations. How are you feeling about this? Then you can do something about the feeling and make that the first step to raise that positive level of anticipation. Okay, and then the next thing is to check in on your environment, your environmental level of motivation, happiness. It's a state, right? And you can do this. Well, here's my top three. Number one, I like to use aromatherapy. Anything peppermint is motivating. It creates a sense of energy and kind of a pep in the way that you think. So any of the mints, I like peppermint. If you're feeling a little anxious and you need to calm down, there's lavender. Lavender is good for that. And one of my feel-good scents is vanilla. It makes me so happy when I have vanilla. And so sometimes I'll mix those three, peppermint, lavender, and vanilla. I just mix it up. Why? Because your olfactory sense is your strongest of all of your senses. So help it work for instead of against you, right? Just like I said earlier. Another thing is I have a happy place. Create somewhere in your environment that's a happy spot for you, where you can go and sit and breathe, where you can walk away from things and slow down. The power of the breath is amazing. Just a few deep breaths can help really raise your level of happiness and get you more into that positive mode of anticipation that good things are coming. And then the last one is music for your environment. Make sure that you have, especially if you have ADD, ADHD, that you've got some background music on with a nice rhythmic tone to it. Or if you're not needing to be concentrating or typing or whatever, say you're needing to do the dishes or some housework, put on a killer playlist. Put on songs that make you sing and dance and rock out, keep you tapping your toes. Okay, so aromatherapy, a happy place, and good positive music. Then, number 3 is to think about why you're feeling this way. Look at your old patterns. My story was, when I discovered how to get over this a few years ago, is I've never enjoyed doing the dishes. I still don't actually, but I would avoid them at all cost until it just got overwhelming. Well, when I sat down and looked at this, right, looked at termination, what about me can I terminate the way I'm thinking that's causing this problem? I remembered that when we were young, we would get punished by having to do the dishes. So if we didn't do something or we got in trouble or whatever it was, and trust me, there were a lot of dishes and it was definitely no fun. I found no joy in it. So now, umpteen years later, I live on my own. And I was just running those old programs of, if I'm doing the dishes, I must have done something wrong. If I'm doing the dishes, I'm being punished. So we went in and cleared those old neural pathways. That's the work that I do. That's the mental hygiene work. And then set forth a new place. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I still don't love doing the dishes, but they get done. They get done because I don't have the ick around not wanting to do them. All right, moving on. This takes us back to square one. Termination. Now that you've created a bit of a happier state, you want to write down the things that you don't enjoy, that wear you out, that overwhelm you, and then take a hard look at and be honest with yourself. Which of those things can you terminate, delete, decommit from, stop doing, and more importantly, delegate? Talked about this in the last vlog. Delegation, do it. Delegate it, dump it, do it. Terminate those things that are sucking your energy and your life force so that you can have more time to feel happier, and then create that positive expectation that's going to release the dopamine and help you want to do more things. Become motivated again. Give that a chance. I'm excited for you to give it a chance. I know there's a lot there. I hope you took notes. If you didn't, please watch it back and take notes and pick the things that you believe would be baby steps towards helping you gain your motivation back. And then celebrate it. Text me, get on my calendar. I love to hear about people's success stories. Until I see you again, stay happy, healthy, and harmonious. And remember, I so enjoy being on this journey with you and looking forward to our time together.